So I've been out here about an hour trying to figure these colder water bass out, and it dawned on me how much of this, the fish scent, the bait mate, bait mate, max, garlic, and salt. We call it fish formula back in the day, and it's dawned on me how much I'm using today. Every bait I have has it on it. So I thought we'd talk about that for just a minute. It's one of the things I really do believe in. This is D.W. Verts, Hickbilly Outdoors. I'll be right back. So I'm a huge believer in scent. I believe in that smelly stuff more than I do color, for the most part. And bass have a documented, scientifically proven thousands of receptors in their bodies that we don't even understand. But part of that is scent. They smell things. Whether they smell them like we do or whatever, who knows? But they do smell, they do taste. I started using the fish formula when it first came out, I guess in the 70s. But before that, I was spitting chewing tobacco on my baits. I'll give you an example. Fishing a lake once with two guys in a boat, little guide trip thing. And we were catching bass literally every cast on a plastic worm. Not big bass, but we were catching bass every cast. One of us had a bass on, sometimes 2 or 3 at a time. And then it quit. It's just a little hole where it was in. So I cranked my plastic worm in, my old jelly worm. I laid a stream of red man on it. Cast out, immediately caught a bass. The guys in the boat said, no way. I caught a couple more bass, it quit. I did it again, caught another bass. Yes way. It works. WD-40 sprayed on a lure will catch fish, believe it or not. How's that for everything you ever heard about keeping your baits scent free, don't touch them with your bare hands, all that horse wash? It's just not true. Are they a cure-all? Heck no, of course not. I've been putting them on my bait ever since I got here this morning, and I ain't had a bite. I ain't got it figured out yet. But it sure helps. And when I rely on it the most, be like a day like today where the bite's a little bit tougher, or maybe a lot tougher. When I'm on pressured fish, when I'm fishing for bass, especially bass, caught doing crappie too though, that a lot of other people are fishing for, tournament situations, stuff like that. That is where I've had the best results from it, but I use it a lot. And I use different ones. I like to change up. And here I am. This is not for the video. It's been a few casts. I'm going to put some more on. Just a quick squirt. If I ever serious tournament fish again, I'll have a little lead-lined pot I'll keep in the boat. I'll keep that thing all saturated up with that stuff. And I'll tell you what, I'll keep them baits in it, and it works. As far as which of these fish formulas work, I've had success with about all of them. The original fish formula, I'd buy a case of it if I could find it. I'm sure there's some old bottles sitting in some garages somewhere. I really liked it probably the most. This bait mate Walmart stuff is fine. I've catch plenty of fish with it. I made the Bang, the aerosol spray. That may be my favorite. Your waste slide is awful messy. It sure makes a boat oily, but boy, I've caught a lot of fish with it, and since COVID, I haven't been able to hardly get it. The smelly jelly, I've caught some fish on it. I don't like it as much. Maybe I haven't given enough of a shot yet. It all seems to work. It's not about covering up other scents, other odors to me. It's about triggering a fish to do something he's not quite in the mood to do. Something nobody else is doing for the pressured thing is important to me. It really does work. I have done it crappie fishing in real cold water. After I've caught a few crappie, dip that tube, that jig into something, and instantly start catching. That's the thing. It's the instant part I'm trying to get across. The change that happens that you can visually see, the fish aren't biting, you put them on and right away start catching them again. It's something like that that works. I think the better fish formulas and leave a little bit of a trail of junk behind. The old fish formula itself was really an oily. I heard it was based on transmission fluid was what it was based on. So that's my take on it. I catch a lot of bass and crappie using smells on my baits. That's why they come out with the garlic. They got the salt for the taste, and there's a little bit to all of it. A little bit of it works, but I'm a big believer in the odor on my baits. I'm going to do that forever. If you have never tried it, especially when things are a little bit tough, the bite's off a little bit, or you've been catching them and all of a sudden ain't catching them no more, try that. Now, guys, don't be spraying the stuff on your crankbaits and your jerk baits. That'd be kind of ridiculous. Maybe not. It's a slow bait thing. Jigs, grubs like this, plastic worms, that's what it's best for. And I think it's best if applied fairly regularly. I mean, if you just do it every half hour, 45 minutes, you're not gaining much from it. Give it a shot. Hopefully it'll help y'all out. I'm Dale Verts. Thanks for watching. You like what I'm trying to do here, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing right or wrong. God bless y'all. I'm still struggling to get my first bite, and I'm going to use up a couple bottles of fish for me today to make it happen. See y'all later.